I'm always very nervous about doing these kind of gigs because they are very scary to me. Hi, I'm Mike. Welcome to another Motivation USA brief unboxing and install. I am super stoked for this video and a tad bit nervous because it deals with stopping and going, and I don't usually do these mods. Today we're gonna tackle it together and hopefully we get it done correctly. Also, we get an opportunity to test the RIZOMA notch reservoirs and adapters for the Hypermotard 698 mono, and I can tell you now, they work and they look fabulous. Link in the description. Let's get to it. You're definitely gonna need gloves for this gig because you're gonna be working with brake fluid. You also wanna cover your bike because brake fluid .5.1.4 could be very corrosive to your bike's paint. So definitely cover your bike up, and ideally I would say wear gloves to make things easier. There's a few ways of actually doing this, but I am gonna do the lazy way, I'd say. We'll start on the brake hand side of the bike, and let's cover this up first. Let's back up. Better to be safe than sorry when you're doing this stuff. Speaking about doing this gig, you can do it two ways. I mentioned a little bit before. You could bleed your brake completely, or you can do it this way where you empty out the actual OEM reservoir and then replace it and then replenish it. I'm gonna admit to you guys here up front, I'm always very nervous about doing these kind of gigs because they are very scary to me. And then now, I'm gonna use my funny bone rig here on emptying out that reservoir. Let's see.
Here at Motivation, customer service is paramount. Our knowledgeable staff is available to help you navigate the sometimes confusing world of customizing your motorcycle. We've curated a selection of top brands and we stand behind every product we sell. We got the parts you need. We stock a ton of parts and offer free shipping on orders over $149. And if you place your order by noon, we'll ship your in-stock items same day. Check out the website or contact us with any questions you have about your next order.
I'm gonna utilize this. I preemptively unscrewed this for the video, knowing that I would need to Perfect. The other very important thing I have to mention, make sure you do not touch the brake lever as you're doing this because it will put bubbles inside of the actual brake system. You want to make sure you're doing that when it's not needed. There's a little bit of brake fluid in here, which is okay. Now we're gonna move that little clip. We're gonna slide it down a little bit. There will be a little bit of brake fluid that's gonna come out, so heads up. Okay. This is why you have to have a catcher ready for that. Don't be cheap with your paper towel. That's what you're gonna need. Now we're going to slide this back in. Wow, that actually went easier than I was expecting. Okay, it's pretty good. We're gonna go to the mounting point at the bottom here. And tight, of course. It's a good thing I started with the longer side because it's definitely too long. So the mistake worked great. Yeah, now we're also going to drop. Let's put it on this side as well. So far so good, everything is hand tight. You're just getting a feel, placement, where we want things to be. So I could kind of spin it around a little bit. Okay. And that's the beauty about doing dry fit. You can actually fine tune things as you're going. Perfect. All right, now we move to moving that clamp back. Gonna take the clamp and then we're gonna bring it back to where it belongs. Move that clamp in to hold us nice and steady. You're gonna dry off the excess. I did use dot 4 on the nib just to kind of make it easier for it to slide into space and stuff. I'd recommend for you to clean this thoroughly with a little bit of soap and water in case if your hand touched the reservoir, there's no residue on it still. And then now we're going to work it back into place where we initially wanted it to be. Hand tight, always, at first, guys. I think that looks really good, actually. Okay, good little curve going, no pinch, everything looks good. Now we're gonna tighten this down. Now we're gonna open up that reservoir. Looks good. I'm gonna fill that up. So what we're gonna do at this point, you're gonna pinch any of the bubbles that was in when we opened it. It should all go up. Some people flicker this a little bit, but pinching it will definitely push any bubble outwards. It's just gonna go up. Make sure you do not touch the brake lever until everything is completed. That's fine. We're gonna drop that membrane in now. There we go, that went in nice. And then now we're gonna drop that cap on. Nice. Okay, now on the opposite side of the bike, we're gonna do the same process here. That little membrane. I preemptively loosened this because I knew I would need it. I'm gonna pull up that little clamp down here. There you go. There's a little bit of excess brake fluid that's in here. We're gonna pull that out too. Much smoother. So it doesn't drip. Okay. Now we're gonna insert this back in. Fits pretty easy. And now get ourselves our bracket. Okay. This might be able to do it that way. That's fine. There's little adjustments to be done, but I think I'll be okay with them. So what I would probably do, and get longer tubing. Okay. I think this pretty good. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna drop that membrane in. Looks fine to me. As I mentioned, this mod could be a little bit nerve-wracking, especially for me. It deals with the bike stopping and going, engaging the clutch. But if you're not comfortable, you could always reach out to your dealer after purchasing it from MotovationUSA.com and have them install it for you. But fairly straightforward. You can watch our detailed installation and soft follow it. Use your own common sense while you're installing this on, all right? As recommended, use your parts purchase to support the store that support your sport. Motivation USA gives back to the riding community with everything from safety seminar courses and worldwide racing sponsorships. For the most trusted parts and accessories, shop MotivationUSA.com. All links will be in the description down below. And remember, ride safe and ride often.